and welcome to Aurora Public Library's Take and Make Kit. This is the spider brooch. So what you see in this corner is what is included in your kit. You've got some patterned ribbon, you've got some longer ribbon, it's like a tulle texture. You have the spider, you have a swap of felt, the backing for the brooch, and some of this sort of feathery stuff. So this is really easy. The only other thing I'm going to be using that's not included in the kit is a hot glue gun, but you could also use, you could sew it together, or you could use super glue. It's totally up to you. So this one is really easy. You're just going to take your felt backing here, and as usual, you can tailor this one to look however you like. You can use the materials however you want. But what I'm going to do is take the felt, which is just going to be the very back, and it gives everything else something to stick to. So I'm going to take this tulle and I'm going to fold it in half, and then I'm going to scrunch it together so that it creates a bit of a bow. And then I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue right there, and then I'm just going to stick the bow there. And it doesn't have to look perfect at all. And obviously you can change this however you like, but this is how I'm doing this one today. Okay. Then I'm going to do the same thing with the other one, so I'm going to fold it in half and then scrunch it together. And then I'm going to put some glue right on top of that last bow I made. And I'm going to stick that together. And as always, be careful if you're using hot glue. Try not to get it to stick all over you. Okay, so next I'm going to take the feathery bow apart, and there is like a cord that runs through the middle of it. It's hard to see on camera, but I'm going to put that, this fell apart. Luckily it's easy to fix. Another dab of hot glue. And then while that's still hot, I'm going to take this and stick that on top of it. And every time you stick something on the hot glue, just hold it for a couple seconds as the glue cools down and dries. Okay, so now I've got my circle, and I'm actually gonna put a little bit more glue because I didn't do a very good job. Okay, so I'm going to call this sort of the nest of where the spider is going to sit. So the other thing I'm going to do is take this ribbon, and I'm just going to make a regular bow. And again, you can do this however you like. You can cut it into smaller pieces and make like more of a turny thing. I'm not very crafty at bows, but the good news is none of that matters. You can make this however you like. And because this is all going to be glued down, you really only have to worry about having one good side. And on top of that, you're going to put a spider. So it really doesn't matter if it's a little imperfect. Okay, more glue. And you will get glitter everywhere, and you will get these little feathers everywhere, so feel free to vacuum everything up once you're done. And then I'm just going to put my spider right on top of that. So one more dab of hot glue for the top. And hold that in place. Okay, and then you can trim the felt if you want, so it doesn't peek out. but we're just going to place one last little bit of glue on the back of this pin part and put that right in the center. Hold it for a couple seconds. And there you go. You have a very spooky Halloween spider brooch.